गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। अखण्डमण्डलाकारम् व्याप्तं येन चराचरम् तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ दुं दुर्गायै नमः। In the last session, we discussed about the relationship what we have with the children is through attachment and delusion. We say, we consider it as love towards children, Suta or Putri. But is it really the love? That is what here it says. Lobhat pratyupakaraya. With the expectation of, with the greed for return help from the child, Suta, we show our affection or love. It is nothing but selfish motivation which is making us like or love, show our affection to someone. What happens with this? तथापि ममतावर्ते मोहगर्ते निपातिताः महामाया प्रभावेण samsarasthitikarina. So when we have this kind of relationship with the Sutta, it is nothing but falling into the bottomless pit of mamata varte, mamata, that attachment. My son, for me, he will do all these things. He will be my help at the old age, mamata. And also moha, the delusion of what? I am this body, I am this mind. It has to be protected. Otherwise, my entity is gone. My existence is gone. That delusion is making me become selfish, self centered. I. Because of that, we fall into the pit of attachment and delusion. For this, we should know, or we won't have the understanding that a flowing river keeps flowing forward. It will never flow back. In the same way, the life also flows forward. So the child, Sutta, is flowing with his life forward, looking at what he has to do, accomplish for his progress. And his child will also look forward and flow with the flow of the life. We don't understand that. We try to pull them back, which is not advisable according to Durga Saptashati, what they are saying. Yajnavalkya, he was a great sage, realized soul. He had two wives, Katyayani and Maitreyi. Maitreyi was more oriented towards having more and more spiritual knowledge so that she can be liberated from any of the bondage. Katyayani was a normal housewife who was taking care of everything, and she had the liking for all the worldly pleasures and objects. So Yajnavalkya, after a great contemplation, he gave all his property, everything to her before he went into sannyasatva. But Maitreyi, she said, if I don't get liberated from all these objects, what is the use of having it if I don't have the liberation? Give me that which gives me that eternal liberation. So he parted the spiritual knowledge with such affection, and he said, Maitreyi, any person loves something because it gives happiness to the self. You, as wife, you are loving me so much because it is giving me the happiness to yourself. If your relationship with me was not giving you any happiness, Ananda, do you think you will be loving me? So in that case, what is the meaning of the love? Pure love. That is only towards the self. The love towards self is the only pure love. So, Maitreyi, go behind seeking that self. Try to understand the nature of that self, its power and its existence and its expansiveness. And that is the crux of spiritual knowledge, self-realization. Go behind that. He gave that knowledge to her. Think of it, our every action every action, every thought is towards making myself happy. So, what is that self? Is it a limited thing which I can perceive as an object? No. That self is ever expansive. I am that ever expansive Gagana Sadrisha. It is like the clear sky without any limitation as one occupants. And it is Sarvajna, Sarvavyapi, eternal as well, Ananta. That is what I am as consciousness. That is what Maa Durga is also consciousness. So, this Durga Saptashati provides us the guidance to seek that Durga in Advaita Bhava, because she is also in consciousness form. And I, the self, is also nothing but pure consciousness. And it is one and the same. It is only the body and the mind, it is the mind mainly, which is coming as the barrier. However, this Mahamaya Prabhavena Samsara Sthitikarinam, and this Mahamaya doesn't want to give out that secret that you are pure consciousness. All these things they are nothing but illusion, only projected, created things which are transient. That knowledge she won't give, because if everyone knows what the reality is, Sat Chit Ananda is what you are, we won't want this universe or life in this universe. So what she does, Mahamaya, to keep that samsara going on, the presence of this world going on, she puts us into that attachment, mamatva, ahankara, and she makes sure that every moment we forget avarana, who I am. She covers that. How? Through the mind. So always she makes us experience that I am this body, I am this mind. Not only that, she gives the skill, energy to project the world around and experience that world as the reality. So it is Mahamaya Prabhavena, by her power, Samsara Sthitikarina, for the sake of existence of the world as samsara, she puts us in this. That we have to know. तन्नात्र विस्मयः कार्यो योगनिद्रा जगत्पतेः महामाया हरेश्चैषा तया सम्मोह्यते जगत्. तन्नात्र विस्मयः. What is their wonder in this? Karyo yoga nidra jagatpatehe. Jagatpati, he is, Vishnu is the Lord of the whole universe, all pervading Jagatpati. For him, Mahamaya, what does she do? She also makes him get into that yoga nidra, which is contemplative sleep, to Vishnu himself. she puts even him, that Vishnu, who is the Jagatpate, into that Maya, that Yoga Nidra. Tannatra Vismaya. And where is the Vismaya in this? Surprise in this, wonder in this. This is very much the deed of Yoga Nidra of Mahavishnu. It is like giving the general anesthesia to the whole body and carry on the operation. So if she gives that general anesthesia to Vishnu, who is all pervading the whole world as Brahmanda, and whole body and mind of every individual Pindanda. With the general anesthesia, we become numb and deluded. So once Vishnu is put into that state, Yoga Nidra, naturally, even all others will also go into that Nidra, the sleep of avidya. All individuals go through that avidya Nidra of ignorance. So we are carrying on ourselves as Yoga Nidra people. We have to wake up from that. Mahamaya Hareshtaisha Taya Sammohyate Jagat. By making Vishnu Jagatpati as getting into Yoga Nidra, she's making the whole universe, whole Jagat, to get into the delusion. ज्ञानिनामपि चेतांसि देवी भगवती हि सा बलादाकृष्य मोहाय महामाया प्रयच्छति. That Bhagavati drags the minds of even wise ones, even the knowledgeable people also get into this delusion. Jnaninaamapi chetamsi Devi Bhagavati hi sa. She's the one who puts even the jnanis into that moha. And what does she do next? Baladakrishya mohaya mahamaya prachati. She drags us all by force into that delusion. Isn't it? Even in Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says, no one can escape the hold of Prakriti. We are all dragged by force, by that Mahamaya, into this delusion. And we are carrying on our life. And that is the secret of Mahamaya. Jagat is there because of that delusion, which is causing avarana, that is veiling of the truth, vikshepa, the projection of the unreal world or illusory world, as though it is the eternal truth, as though it is, but not in eternal reality. That is her trick. And what does she do in that delusion? Taya visrijyate vishvam jagadetatcharacharam saisha prasanna varada nrinam bhavati muktaye. She is also a compassionate mother. She makes us play in this world. At the same time, she also gives the boon to all humans. Nrina, that is, to all humans. Muktaye, for getting liberated, she gives that knowledge as well. See what capacity she has. In that delusion, Taya Visrijyate Vishwam Jagadetat Characharam. In the delusion which we are all experiencing right now, she has created the world, Vishwa, with both living and non-living, moving and non-moving, objects and beings. She has created such great, wonderful Jagat with multiplicity, with forms and names. And we are so occupied in that. We are totally engaged in that. How? Because of Mahamaya. If that is the only thing, then she will become a very wicked person, purposely putting us into this delusion and leaving us high and dry in that world. Does she do that? No. Once a person wants to know what the reality is, who I am, she gives that jnana automatically. From within, we feel like seeking that eternal truth. The quest makes us get engaged in that path, in that direction, to get liberated from this. Muktaye. She gives that knowledge. So it's a big game which she is playing. Why are we saying she? She is none other than me, Alakananda, in this body and the mind. I am that Mahamaya. You are that Mahamaya. I am playing that game. You are playing that game. How is it possible? Because of the presence of that Mahamaya in the form of consciousness. Maa Durga in the form of consciousness. So she's making us she, that is the self consciousness, which is making that game for us to play in this world. So it is up to us to make up the mind to walk in the path of liberation. We can play the game as much as we want, but there comes a time when we want to get out of this game. Savidya parama muktehe hetu bhota sanatani. Savidya parama muktehe. For mukti, she is that Sri Vidya. She is that pure knowledge. She is the one who is the cause for one to get that supreme knowledge. And she is Sanatani, she is eternal. She is there as eternal presence, existence. Samsara bandha hetuscha saiva sarveshwareshwari. And it is the same consciousness, Maa Durga, who is Sarveshwara, that is the Lord of everything. To that she is Ishwari. She is the goddess of that Sarveshwara. Sarveshwara, Sarveshwari. Just if you keep contemplating on this Nama, Sarveshwara, Sarveshwari, Sarveshwareshwari. So much information starts revealing. And it is that Sarveshwareshwari who makes us get into this samsara as bandhana. So she does both. Rajovacha Bhagavan kahi sa devi Mahamayeti yam bhavan. Raja Abravit, he said, he asked, "O divine sage, you are mentioning Devi. Who is she? Who is she?" She is the one who puts the knot, bandhana. She is the one who ties the knot. And she is the one who unties that knot. So it is a clear indication that if at all we have already been knotted with life and this world, and we are going through that. Now, if we want that untying to happen, we have to go back to her only, because she is the one who put the knot, who knows how it is knotted, and she is the one who will also know how to untie it. I have given this example, but still I would like to say it once again. When we get ready for dance dress, we will be putting so many pins, hairpins in so many different places, or tying it at the back. It will be done by one person. After the whole program, we go back to the same person, because if anyone else tries to untie that, they will be making it more knotted than untying it. So we go back to the same person. At once they untie it. So that we have learned from Mahamaya, who knows both. So Raja is asking that Rishi. Braviti kathamutpanna sakarmasyascha kim dvijar yat prabhava cha sa devi yat swarupaya dudbhava. O Dvija, O Brahmana, O Rishi, tell me, how did she come into being? Katham utpanna sa karmasyascha kim. And what is her deed? What is her work? What does she do? Yat prabhavacha. And what are her powers? Yat swarupa. What is her nature? What is her form? What is it? How to recognize her? Yadudbhava. And from where did she originate? And you are talking so much about her. Who is she? Tat sarvam shrotumichhami tvatto brahmadvidam vara. You are that Brahmavida. You are the one who knows, and you are Vara. You are the greatest knowledgeable person about her. I would like to know. Shrotumichhami, I want to listen. Please tell me about her. So, with this, what can we understand by this? The way Suratha and Samadhi were grief stricken, and how their mind is changing, becoming slowly positive because of the presence of that Medha Rishi. So, it is trying to become the divine mind, and it is showing that I want to go in this direction of sadhana. One might listen to the talks of great enlightened people, gurus, knowledgeable scholars, but unless the mind, heart, intellect opens up to know that these words are live messages, I want to imbibe. Unless it opens, it will not have any impact. So, here, even though they are deeply grief stricken, their mind has changed for positivity and they are ready to sit and listen to this Rishi. So, now on, our mind also should go with open mind, heart, and intellect to know more about Maa Durga. Our quest to realize Maa Durga, who is inaccessible. Durga. The quest will lead us towards chain of events which will change our life. When we practically apply whatever we read here, we can see the change taking place in us practically. So that should be our motto. And also, when we start trying to understand this inaccessible Maa Durga, naturally that yearning to know will make us go much deeper within, where we can get connected to that self and grow and understand, experience the presence of Durga within. The first one, Durga, she is manifesting, appearing as Mahakali. Who is that Mahakali? She is the time and the transformation. She is the one who is helping us to know more about the nature of existence and non-existence. It is she who will make us understand, go within to confront the mortality which I am giving so much of importance, and also realizing the impermanence of all the things which are perceived. That also she gives as Mahakali. So, Rushiruacha Nityaiva sa Jaganmurtihi Taya Sarvamidam Tatam Tathapi Tatsamutpattihi Bahudha Shruyatam Mama. Rishi told this Surata king, Nityaiva sa Jaganmurtihi Taya Sarvamidam Tatam. Nitya, she is eternal. That Mahamaya is eternal. She is there. Jaganmurti, and she is also having the whole Jagat as her body. Vishwavapu, she has the whole Jagat as her own body. So she is Jagat Murti. Taya Sarvamidam. tatam, and she has pervaded everything, whatever we are perceiving, whatever is manifested, she has pervaded that also. However, she incarnates, she takes forms in multiplicity. That is the beauty of this Mahamaya. For example, I am this body, I am Alakananda, I will be saying it. At the same time, I have so many parts, small, n number of parts within me. And each one is having the quality of Alakananda, Alakananda, Alakananda. Like that, Shakti, Mahamaya, is the whole universe. Within that, she has multiple forms. And again, she will be taking new forms according to the need of the time, need of the space, need of the situation. So that he will start explaining. Devanam karya siddhyartham आविर्भवति सा यदा उत्पन्नेति तदा लोके सा नित्याप्यभिधीयते. Devanam karya siddhyartham, for the sake of accomplishing, for the purpose and the deeds of devas, she takes many incarnations. Then she is called one who is born. And she is also known as Nitya. She is eternal. So this mantra gives us the clue. In eternity, at all times, she is nothing but pure consciousness. In delusion, she appears, she manifests, she only appears, she only manifests as multiple forms. This we should contemplate, do dhyana on this, and make it part of us. Because that Durga is not outside, she is very much within as consciousness. In eternity, Durga, the self, I am, is consciousness. In delusion, I call myself with the name and with the form. Like that, there are multiple forms, which are all Maa Durga, Mahamaya only. Yoganidram yada Vishnu जगत्येकार्णविकृते आस्तीर्यशेषमभजत् कल्पान्ते भगवान् प्रभुः. Yoganidram yada Vishnu. She is Devi Yoganidra, Ma Yoganidra of Vishnu, Mahavishnu. Jagadyekarnave krite. And when there was delusion, during that period, there was nothing but the whole thing was covered with water. Astirya Shesham Abhajat Kalpante Bhagavan Prabhu. During that period, whole universe as one ocean, on that he was stretching himself out on Shesha, the great snake, and he was into Yoga Nidra. So Yoga Nidra had occupied Mahavishnu, who is Jagatpati. Tadadva vasurau ghorau vikhyato madhukaitabhau Vishnukarnamalodbhutau hantum brahmanamudyatau. At that time, two asuras who were terrible, very powerful, and also Vikhyatam, they were very famous by name Madhu and Kaitaba. Hantum Brahmanam Udyatau, to kill Brahma, both of them rushed out of Vishnu Karnam Malodbhutam, from the wax of the ears of Vishnu. So that means what? You can visualize. Mahavishnu is sleeping on Shesha as the couch on the ocean during the delusion, and from his ears as asuras, as the wax, they came out and rushed towards Brahma to kill. Let me go into thinking about why Vishnu Karna Malod Bhutau. Mala is that wax, which is the dirt. What is the wax of the ears? Why have they taken this analogy? What is the relationship? Wax, when we think of it, wax is nothing but the mixture of oil, sweat, the dead skin, the dead cells, the hair follicles, hair, all mixed together is oozing out as wax. Here, Vishnu's ear. Who is Vishnu? Vishnu is all pervading being. So, Vishnu's presence in the whole universe, he's collecting all that negativity, dirt, filth, and unwanted obstruction to the smooth going of the universe, evil forces, everything as the wax, and it is taken out, taken away, which are in the form of Madhu and Kaitabha demons. So you can well imagine how powerful and how tamasic they are in their nature. They are embodied with nothing but negativity and the dirt, filth, which are not at all wanted. That is tamasic. So with this, we have to understand there should be clean flow of Vishnu in us, who will take out all the dirt and filth and unwanted things from the whole body and the mind. And it should be taken out easily as the wax. We should not go into that avidya nidra to such an extent that the wax will take the form as madhu and kaitabha, which is not good. not only to me as devotee seeker, but also to all others around us, to the world. It's not good. So, to make sure that Vishnu is awake in us every day, we have to do this cleansing of the body and the mind thoroughly, taking out all unwanted, obstructing negativity in us as toxic or even the thoughts, so that there should be free flow of Vishnu, all pervading consciousness. That flow should be good in us all the moment, every day. For that, in the morning, if we do that, it will be really good. And what is that wax? It is not just the negativity which is there in us right now. We have brought so much of baggage of wax with us from previous births. Even those should be cleansed and taken out from the system, body and mind together. So this Madhu and Kaitabha are really the tamasic asuras. Sanabhikamale Vishnu स्थितो ब्रह्मा प्रजापतिः दृष्ट्वा तावसुरौ चोग्रौ प्रसुप्तं च जनार्दनम्. Then Brahma, who is Prajapati, who was sitting on the Nabhi Kamala of Vishnu. That Kamala had sprung from the navel of Vishnu, and Brahma is sitting on that. When he saw Drishtva, he saw these two asuras, Madhu and Kaitaba, rushing towards him, and Janardhana sleeping. Prasuptam. Janardhanam. What did he do? Tushtava yoga nidram tamekagra hridaya stitah vibodhanarthaya harehe harinetra kritalayam. Tushtava, he started praising, doing the stotra, stuti of Yoga Nidra, who had taken the eyes of Hari as her abode. Hari Netra Kritalayam. She had made that Hari's Netra as her abode. That Yoga Nidra was extolled by Brahma with Ekagra Hridaya, with single mind from the bottom of his heart. He started extolling her. Why? Vibodhanarthaya Harehe. To awaken Hari, to wake him up from that Yoga Nidra. She was extolled by Brahma. So, here, Hari Netra Kritalayam, that is also important to know. Netra. Netra is the strong hold or the bridge of perceiving things and non-perceiving things, to knowing and unknowing. It is through the eyes which we do it. Going within is also through netra only, isn't it? If I am opening my eyes and looking around, even if I look in at one place, it will be making me think of so many other things. But if I close my eyes, it is easy for me to go within. Netra. To perceive of all the five senses, we perceive the whole universe mostly through the netra. And even we use the jnana chakshu to understand that which is not manifested also. So netra is very, very important. And this yoga nidra has made that netra as her abode, the two of Vishnu's eyes, of all. It is Vishnu's eyes which she has made as her abode. So Brahma at once started. He didn't go to wake him up himself. He started praising that yoga nidra to wake him up. See how beautiful it is. And he is Prajapati. He is. Brahma is very much needed to the whole world. That he is none other than creative power. He is knowledge, Vedavid. If he is attacked and killed, imagine how the world would be. And that same Brahma is needed in each and every being, not only human beings, all living beings also need Brahma, the presence of the creative power is Brahma. That we need because we are experiencing, perceiving the whole world through five senses and the mind and the intellect. Because we are creating every moment. Without that creativity, it is not possible to have the world or to experience the world at all. We are constantly, every moment, we are creating the world, Jiva Srishti, and we are living in that. We are experiencing the world through our eyes because of the presence of that Brahma, the creative power, which is needed for every being. So if Vishnu goes into sleep, that means it's not possible to carry on fully. At the same time, if Brahma is also killed, the whole world is gone. I will tell you quickly. During Swapna, we are creating, individually we are creating the dream world. Even while Jagrat, we are creating the world. We are experiencing it. So imagine every moment, nanosecond, we need Brahma in us working well. So he can't be killed at any cost. Vishweshwarim Jagadhatrim Sthiti Samharakarinam Nidram Bhagavatim Vishnu Atulam Tejasah Prabhu. So, Yoga Nidra is Vishweshwari. She is the sovereign Lord of the whole Vishwa. Jagat Dhatri, one who is supporting, bearing that Jagat, because it is her body. And also she is Sthiti Samhara Karini. She is the one who takes care of it. Sthiti, preserving it, and samhara. She is the one who consumes it or destroys it. Nidram Bhagavatim Vishnoho Atulam Tejasa Prabhu. And she is also very much the part of Vishnu in the form of incomparable brilliance. See how great she is. Yoga Nidra, Mahamaya. And she is Bhagavati after all. She is Vishweshwari, Jagadhatri, Sthiti, Samharakarini, Bhagavati, and Vishnoho Atulam, incomparable. Tejasat. She is the brilliance, radiance of Vishnu, who is Prabhu, who is the Lord. So her association with Vishnu is that close. Vishnu is the male form of Devi, and Devi is the female form of Vishnu. So it is a very close relation between them. And so she is very much part of Vishnu. And this Jagadhatri again, she is holding, she is supporting Jagat for the good of every individual to realize who he is, the consciousness. She has given the form with the body and the mind. Why? To use it as instrument to know the impermanence and the value of each and everything what we perceive in this world. So when we use it as instrument, certainly we will realize that I am not the body, I am not the mind. For that also, this Yoga Nidra, who is Vishweshwari, Jagadhatri, is helping us. Brahmovacha. So he starts praising her. Tvam swaha, tvam swadha, tvam hi, vashatkara swaratmika, sudha tvam akshare nitye, tridha matratmika sthita. O Devi, you are that swaha. You are the final receiver of the oblations offered to gods. You are that swadha, the receiver of final oblations to all the Pitrus, the ancestors. You only is that Vashatkara, the mind-born Devi, Matru. And also Vashatkara signifies the yajna in which it is used. Swaratmika. And you are the embodiment of sound. Because sound is the source of this manifestation. Because of that sound, she has this whole universe as her body. So that swara is the Atma, which is very much her, with the body around her as the whole Jagat. Sudha, you are that nectar. Tvam Akshare, you are that Om. Nitye, you are eternal. Tridha, the three matras which they use in mantras, Hraswa, Dirga, and Pluta. All these three are also your own self. Matratmika, and you are the embodiment of that matra. Matra. Ah. Ah. Those are the three different ways of showing the duration of the pronunciation. And you are very much there in matra. You are very much there. You are that eternal. Ardhamatra sthita nitya yanucharya visheshatah त्वमेव सन्ध्या सावित्री त्वं देवी जननी परा. Ardhamatra sthita. And you are also in Ardhamatra, which cannot be uttered. Anuchya, Ucharana is not possible, but you are there in that Ardhamatra. Just because it cannot be uttered, it doesn't mean that she is not there in that. You are Nitya, you are there in that Ardhamatra also eternally. That means to show that Ma, you are beyond even the sound. Sound is very much in you, but you are beyond. Tvameva Sandhya, you are the twilight. Day, night, in between the junction of both. Sandhya, you are that. Savitri, you are the goddess of that Surya Mandala. Devi, Janani Para, you are that greatest, supreme, divine mother. त्वय्येतद् धार्यते विश्वं त्वय्यैतत् सृज्यते जगत् त्वय्यैतत् पाल्यते देवी त्वमत्स्यन्ते च सर्वदा. You are the one who bear this universe. It is created by you. It is supported by you. It is preserved by you. And also, you are the one who consume it as well. Atsyante, consume or annihilated. Visrishtau srishtirupatvam sthitirupa cha palane tatha samhritirupante jagatosya jaganmaye. Here, Brahma is going one more step deeper into that Prakriti. Ma. What is she? She is the energy, the creating energy in creating this whole universe. That means she is the cause. Visrishtav, in creating, you are that Srishti Rupa. So she is the cause. She is that creative energy. And she is that Srishti which has taken the form as the whole Jagat. Sthiti Rupa cha Palane, in protecting that Jagat which is created by you only. You are that Sthiti Rupa. You are the existence as the whole Jagat. She is the cause and effect in all the three, Srishti, Sthiti, and Laya. Even in consuming or annihilating the Jagat, you are this consuming energy. And as well, you are that Jagat. So, it is very clearly indicating that Devi is the cause and effect. The whole thing is Maya. The whole thing is a game which is done by that Lalita, who is very sportive and as Leela Jala. Very gracefully she plays the game. Because There is nothing which is not her at all. She is the energy which is creating. She is the energy which is preserving. She is the energy which is annihilating. What is she creating? What is she preserving? What is she annihilating? The Jagat. What is that Jagat? It is her own self. So she is both cause and effect. See how much more one needs to know. The whole universe is nothing but Shiva Shakti. Everything is Shiva Shakti. You are Shiva Shakti. I am Shiva Shakti. That is Shiva Shakti. This is Shiva Shakti. Everything is nothing but that activated consciousness. Mahavidya Mahamaya Mahamedha Mahasmriti Mahamoha cha bhavati Mahadevi Mahasuri. Mahavidya, you are that supreme knowledge. Mahamaya, you are that great illusion. Mahamedha, you are that vigor, that great intelligence. Mahasmriti, you are that great supreme memory. Because sthiti is also possible because of memory only, even in individuals. 99.9% we create the world through memory. We create our life through memory. So that is also she only. Mahamoha, you are that great, great delusion. Mahadevi, your great supreme delusion. At the same time, you are supreme sovereign as well. Mahasuri, you are also that great evil force, that negative force, energy. Because she is Sarvamai. She has to be there in everything. So this only shows that how we are all living in that delusion, not knowing it is not the reality. And how many janmas we come back again and again, forgetting that this is not the reality. Avarana and Vikshepa. She is the drama queen who is playing such an intricate, intelligent game as drama. And she takes role in creating, sustaining, and annihilating it, and again bringing it back through Tirodhana and Anugraha. Tvam Shri Tvamishwari Tvam Hristvam Buddhir Bodha Lakshana Lajja Pushtis Tatha Tushtihi Tvam Shanti Kshantirevacha. You are that goddess of wealth, the fortune. You are that Ishwari, the ruler. Hrisva, that is modesty. Hreem. Buddhi, you are that intelligence. And Bodha Lakshana, you are the characteristics of that knowledge. Lajja, and you are that modesty again. Pushtis Tatha, you are that nourishment. Tushti, you are that contentment. Shanti, you are that the peacefulness, tranquility, and also kshanti. You are that patience. All these qualities each being has in them. Each being. But it has to be brought out, projected out through sadhana. And it is possible only through jnana, the experiential knowledge of this world of life will give us a chance to know, to bring out all these qualities which are hidden in us as it is veiled. We have to bring it out because we are all that Maa Durga who is very much consciousness. She is in the conscious form. Kilaka. खड्गिनी शूलिनी घोरा गदिनी चक्रिणी तथा शंखिनी चापिनी बाण भुषुंडी परिघायुधा. She is holding all these weapons in her hands. What are they? Sword, spear, club, discus, conch, bow, arrow, the firearm, and mace. यच्च किंचित् क्वचित् वस्तु सदसद्वाखिलात्मिके तस्य सर्वस्य या शक्तिः सा त्वं किं स्तूयसे मया. यच्च किंचित् क्वचित् वस्तु. Whatever object is there in this world, however it is there, whatever, wherever it is, it could be real or unreal, sat asat, everything is you alone. Tasya sarvasya ya shaktihi sa tvam. And in all beings, whatever shakti they possess, it is that you alone. Kim stuyase maya. How else can you be extolled by me? How else can I praise you? You are everything. You are everything. There is nothing beyond you. There is nothing more I see other than you. Yaya tvaya jagat srishta jagat patyati yo jagat sopi nidra vasham neetah kastvam stotumihishwarah. O Devi, you have dragged him into that yoga nidra who is the one who creates, one who sustains, one who annihilates. Atti means one who consumes. Jagat Pati Atti Yo Jagat. So he is the one, Vishnu, who is the one who is taking care of all these three. And you have put him to sleep. Who else is there to extol you? See the depth of this mantra. Vishnu is her male form. He is also very much in the original form as Sat Chit Ananda. She is also in the conscious form. On top of it, as Yoga Nidra, you have made him get into that sleep. What is left? Nothing is left there. No one is there. So whole body system sees us if that Vishnu goes into sleep. Nothing is possible. Vishnu Sharira Grahanam Ahamishana Evacha Karitaste Yatotastvam Kastotum Shaktiman Bhavet. Vishnu Aham, that means Brahma, because Brahma is the one who is doing the stuti. So he's telling Vishnu and myself and Ishana, that is Shiva. All of us have taken form because of your grace and your power, O Devi. Kah stotum shaktiman bhavet. Who can be capable of extolling you? What he means here is Shakti, you are the one who created Trimurtis. When we are created by you, that means you are much more than what we can see. As Brahma, what I am understanding you is very much limited. Same thing with Vishnu, same thing with Ishana. We all have been created and given form, which we are carrying only because of your power and you. And you are there eternally. And we have taken the form. So, what has happened earlier than we taking form, we don't know. The power you are having is also more than we can understand. You are that beyond. Satvamitham prabhavaihi स्वैरुदारैर्देवि संस्तुता मोहयैतौ दुराधर्षौ असुरौ मधुकैटभौ सात्वमित्थं प्रभावैः स्वैः उदारैः देवी संस्तुता. You have been praised, extolled by me as much as possible, udarahi, as much as possible by me, I have done it. Thus, more than this, I don't have words at all. Mohayaitau duradharshau. Duradharshau means there are these two asuras, Madhu Kaitaba, are deep into that evil force, negative force. Please bewitch them, captivate them with your power. Prabodham cha jagat swami niyatam achyuto laghu. O Devi, make that Vishnu wake up and also arouse the nature in him to kill these two asuras. So Brahma is very, very clear in requesting Devi. Just you waking him up is not enough. That will only make him being awake. Is that enough right now? No. He has to provoke that nature in him to kill these two, Madhu and Kaitabha, who are trying to kill me. They are rushing towards me to kill. So that means what? One, if we take it individually to ourselves, waking up from Nidra is one thing. The very next moment, once we wake up, we should be aware of what I am, who I am, what is this present moment, what is there ahead of me. All these things should come at once with great energy and positive force so that I can act upon it without wasting the moment. So he is very clear here. बोधश्च क्रियतामस्य हन्तुमेतौ महासुरौ. Bodhascha, provoke his nature, kriyatam asya, hantumetau, to slay them. Mahasurav, those two asuras. So, after cleansing the whole body and the mind, so that the Vishnu is flowing throughout as consciousness, we should get into the meditation of invoking this jnana through contemplation or meditation every day as soon as we wake up. It will really help us because it is very clear. Making Vishnu to flow that consciousness throughout the body, throughout the mind, throughout the intellect. Once it is done, one should go next step towards jnana. That is possible only if we keep our mind contemplative. Rushiruvacha, and then the Rishi said, Evam stuta tada devi tamasi tatra vedhasa Vishno prabodhanarthaya nihantum madhukaitabhau. Devi of delusion, that is Yoga Nidra, Tamasi. See, another name for her, Tamasi. Because she took that form as Yoga Nidra, she is called Tamasi. When she is extolled by Brahma, Vishnoho prabodhanarthaya, to awaken Vishnu from that delusion, to nihantum, to kill, to destroy Madhu and Kaitabha. What did she do? Netrasya nasika bahu hridayebhyastadhorasah nirgamya darshane tasthau brahmano vyakta janmanah. She withdrew her power, her energy of Yoga Nidra from Vishnu's Netra, the eyes, and then Asya, the mouth, and then Nasika from the nose, Bahu from his arms, and Hridaya, that is the chest and the heart. And then she appeared right in front of Brahma, who extolled her like this. So, Mahamaya, when she is extolled in the right way, in every individual also, she takes away that avidya, the delusion, because of which we are creating the illusory world, forgetting that I am the consciousness. She takes away that avidya and make us the real seeker of that self. Uttasthau cha Jagannatha taya mukto janardana ekarnave hi shayanat tatah sadrushe cha tau. Uttasthau, and he rose up, being quitted by Yoga Nidra. Janardana rose up And on the couch, he was sleeping. From there, he got up from the ocean. Ekarnave Ahishayana, Ahishayanath. He had made that Shesha, Ahi, as his couch. From there, he got up. And then he saw these two. Madhukaitabhau duratmanau Ativiryaparakramav Krodharakte kshanavatum Brahmanam janitodyamau. And then Madhu and Kaitaba, the evil minded with exceeding strong and valor. Duratmanam Ativirya Parakramau. It is a deadly combination. Very, very negative. They have the power and the energy, but with that negative mind. Those two, Krodharakto Kshanavatum, with bloodshot eyes, with anger. Brahmanam Janitodyame, to consume, to kill that Brahma, they rushed towards him. That Vishnu saw the way they were running towards Brahma. Samuthaya tatastabhyam yuyudhe bhagavan harihi panchavarsha sahasrani bahu praharano vibhuhu. So thereupon Bhagavan at once got up. He hurried and he started the yuddha with his arms, Bahu Yuddha, with those two asuras, which went on and on for 5,000 years. So it shows how strong and powerful those two asuras were to face him, Vishnu, for 5,000 years in Yuddha, that too Bahu Yuddha. तावप्यति बलोन्मत्तौ महामाया विमोहितौ उक्तवन्तौ वरोस्मत्तौ व्रियतामिति केशवम्. They tavapyati balonmattau, and they were so arrogant and they were intoxicated by their own power. On top of it, they were deluded by Mahamaya at that moment. What happened? Mahamaya entered them and she made them feel that we are more powerful than Vishnu. So what did they do? Uktavantau, to that Keshava, these two said, Varosmatto Vriyatam, ask for boon, Vara, from us. And they are telling Keshava, who had already destroyed another Asura, who is Keshi, who was also very, very powerful. See what happens when we don't realize that consciousness. Devi as consciousness, we become the victims of whims and fancy of our mind. And we think, I am the supreme. That I am the supreme. Who is telling it? I am the body, I am the mind. That false I. That false I is nothing but a notion carried in the mind. That notion, false I, becomes so strong, supreme, that it starts telling, I am the greatest, I am the powerful one. So it starts challenging the consciousness. Ask for anything what you want as boon. It is like the child or adolescent child challenging the parents. You don't know anything in the world. I know it will happen like this only. I know everything. Ma, dad, you don't know. I know it. They have that kind of uh, self-confidence which make them say those things. So like that, these two asuras are telling Keshava as per any boon. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Bhavetamadya me tuštau mama vadyavubhavapi. If both of you are satisfied with me, my boon, what I want is to kill both of you. Both of you must be killed by me. That is the vara. That is the boon I want. Kimanyena varenatra etavadhivritam maya. What else is there for me to ask at this moment? Where is the need for any other boon? This is my choice indeed. This is the only thing I want to have as boon. Rushiruvacha vanchitabhyamiti tada sarvamapomayam jagat vilokyataabhyam gadito bhagavan kamalekshana आवां जहिनयत्रोर्वी सलिलेन परिप्लुता. And then Rishi said, Vanchitabhyam iti tada sarvamapomayam jagat. Being bewitched, captivated by that Mahamaya, she played the trick to the entire world became water, filled with water. Like that, they started looking everywhere around. And they thought they are very smart. And they told Bhagavan, who is Kamalekshana, one who has the lotus eyes. If that is the case, slay us in the spot on earth where it is not filled with water. It should be dry. There you can kill us. Because they were deluded by Mahamaya. They were seeing water everywhere, filling the whole universe. That was the trick played by Yoga Nidra, Mahamaya, Mahakali. So, what did Bhagavan did? Kamalekshana. Kamalekshana is also very important. Why it is said here? In fraction of a second, Mahamaya can change the whole world like she did to Asura. But for Vishnu, because he was in that witness mode, not getting impacted, he was seeing everything as dry. Kamalekshana, one who is in that witness mode, just like Kamala, which is coming out of the slush and it is on the water, but it won't become wet at all. Like that, Kamalekshana, Bhagavan, was there. That Kamalekshana, what did he do? Evamesha samutpanna brahmana samstuta swayam. Oh, sorry. Tathetyuktva bhagavata shankachakra gadabhrita कृत्वा चक्रेण वैच्छिन्ने Jaghane shirasi tayoho. So be it. Let it be like that. Bhagavan said, and with Shankha, Chakra, and Gada in his hands, he took them on his urasi, on his jagana, that is on his thighs, and slashed the neck of both the asuras with his chakra disc. एवमेषा समुत्पन्ना ब्रह्मणा संस्तुता स्वयं प्रभावमस्या देव्यास्तु भूयः शृणु वदामि ते. Thus Mahamaya appeared herself when praised by Brahma. Now listen again to another story, the glory of Devi, which I will be telling you. Like that, he told to his disciple. There ends the Prathama Charitra, the first chapter as well. ऐं ॐ स्वस्ति श्रीमार्कण्डेय पुराणे सावर्णिके मन्वन्तरे देवी महात्म्ये मधुकैटभवधो नाम प्रथमोऽध्यायः. So let us see how we can take it to ourselves. First of all, Mahamaya as Mahakali. She has tackled highly tamasic two asuras, Madhu and Kaitaba, through the tamasic way only, by putting them, deluding them with illusion of world being submerged in the water. It is a very tamasic way of making them understand what the reality is. So who is this Madhu and Kaitaba, who are the first hurdle for the devotees and the seeker to go within? Madhu is honey. It represents, Madhu represents honey. Kaitabha, the honey bee. And Brahma represents the balanced taste. We beings go for sweet taste, sweet words. We are always attracted towards it. We have repulsive towards the bitter taste or bitter words, isn't it? We won't be attracted towards bitterness. What happens? This taste and the words, the impact of them is too strong, and it lives with us till the last breath. The taste and the words which we hear and which we talk. So a seeker should go beyond this duality. When Vishnu is the one who is sustaining the whole world, the whole individual, he comes to help by killing this Madhu and Kaitava, by making us understand, by giving that jnana. This Madhu and Kaitava, when we go towards the sweetness, we keep on going behind it in our life and go through so many ups and downs in our life because we are attracted towards it. So, Kaitabha, the honey bee, which is busy collecting the honey, will also make us go for this and then another and then another. So we are kept busy by that Kaitava to go behind Madhu in our life, getting honey. So we get stung so many times in life. And Maya Devi, she is connected with Asura, Madhu Kaitava, in delusion, which is negative. The same Mahamaya Devi is also connected with Devas like Brahma and Vishnu, who are a great help, and she is helping them who are positive. So, Madhu, when we take it in excess, it would become toxic, which is tamasic. Too much of Madhu, sweetness, or giving our mind towards too much of sweet words. The ego gets boosted. It is of no use. And that Kaitava is Rajasic, going after every flower, going after every sweet word in the society. I will become Rajasic, isn't it? Going in search of that tamasic sweet words. So Vishnu helps us, that consciousness helps us. If anyone says good words to me, he will give me the mind to say thank you. If anyone is scolding or giving bad words, bitter words, say thank you and go further, not getting affected by both. Same thing about sweetness and bitter. It is consciousness which gives us that stability to go beyond the duality. So here we can see that a seeker is going through all the three gunas. Madhu is tamasic, Kaitaba is rajasic, the honeybee, and Brahma is sattvic. In the beginning, this Brahma, sattvika guna, might be more than tamasic and rajasic, but it is not powerful enough. It is like a burnt rope. It is in the shape of the rope without any strength in it because it is burnt. It is of no use. So that is why Brahma is asking the help of Yogamaya to wake up that Vishnu so that the Sattvika will become strong to bind these two, to bring the harmony. It is possible only when we seek the help of Mahamaya. And also, as we said, she is the cause and effect. This Madhu and Kaitaba and Brahma, this story is also telling us how Madhu is the cause to attract this Kaitabha, who is Rajasic, to get that taste of honey. Honey, the matter, is the world, which is the effect, the tasteness in it which it collects is making it go more and more in search of the flowers. So, like that, both are nothing but Mahamaya only. Honey is also Mahamaya. That Kaithaba, honey bee, is also Mahamaya. And Brahma, who is balanced but without any power in him, is also Mahamaya only. So, this episode of Madhu Kaitaba Vadha tells us that how Mahamaya is all pervasive in conscious form, who is both cause and effect, but appears as though she is towards asuras, she is towards uh, devatas. She is in everyone, everything. Other than Durga, Maa Durga, who is consciousness, there's nothing else. All other things are just appearance, which are elusive. That we have to understand by this and lead the life in such a way that we are not affected, because we have to follow that Kamalekshana, who is Vishnu, who is showing how to handle the situation, whether be it positive or negative, good or bad. So, yeah. Om Shiva Shakti, Shiva Shakti, Shiva Shakti Om. Shiva Shakti, Shiva Shakti, Shiva Shakti Om. Shiva Shakti, Shiva Shakti, Shiva Shakti.